I was watching, shout out to the Top Music Attorney. I always do my research and my due diligence because I always want to make sure that I'm helping my people out. You feel me? So I want to talk to the rebels this morning. I'm talking about the ones who said, forget the industry, forget the red tape, forget the paperwork, forget the jumping through hoops just to drop a song. You don't want to register the copyrights. You don't want to deal with the BMI, the ASCAP. You don't want to deal with the Sound Exchange. You don't want to upload to every big DSP. You know what I'm saying? You don't want TikTok muting your video or muting your song because, since it's distributed, you can't just, use it, which I feel is so stupid. Like TikTok, I just want to, real quick, skirt. It's so dumb that once you load your song to the platform to distribute it, you can't just freely upload your own song on TikTok. They'll mute you if it ain't their way. It's crazy. So I hear all of that with people. I really hear y'all. And you know what? I hear you because I know there's freedom in that. Y'all, come on now. For the last 5 years, it's been I'm independent. I can't sign with you. So I'm all about independent. I'm all about freedom. And when you're not tied up in those DSP machines, you can post your music however you want. You can upload full songs directly to TikTok without it being auto flagged. You can experiment. You can drop 5 versions of a hook. You can pivot fast, not waiting for distributor approvals, no algorithm bottlenecks, no gatekeepers. Speed is power. Creative control is power. And for some artists, especially in the early stage, that freedom is worth the chasing the fractions of a penny per stream. Because you already know what it is. Let's talk numbers. 10,000 streams on Spotify might get you $30 to $40, depending on the territory, your payout rates. And you know how that go. 10,000 streams, $30. Nah, bruh. Now imagine 100 real supporters who subscribe to Blaze It Up Radio for the $5.99 a month. That's $5.99 per month. And they use their validation credit on you every month. That is predictable monthly income. That is controlled support. That ain't no algorithm dependent. This is not playlist gatekeeper dependent. That's 100 people saying, I rock with you. Now imagine growing that 100 people to 200, 300, 500. And now you building real infrastructure. Imagine $500 a month because you got dedicated fans. This is without doing all that other stuff. So trust me, I get it. And Blaze It Up Radio is a royalty paying station. So if your music is spinning, that's another revenue stream. Now, but here's the key though. If you're not registered properly, you can leave some of that royalty money sitting there unclaimed. Now let me be real responsible for a second. As much as I love, that's right, support is everything. Shout out to Book Jams. As much as I love our independent rebels, the ones that's, going against the system and, standing up for yourself, let me be real responsible. There are cons to not registering and doing it this way. If you don't formally register your copyright and someone steals your song, you limit your ability to go after statutory damages in court. You still own it in the moment you create it, but registration, I can't even talk. I need a sip of this Slurpage. Like I said, you can still own it in the moment, but registration, it strengthens your legal position. You feel me? So, quick example. Y'all remember, if y'all been rocking with me all these years, y'all remember Mr. Cooper, Brandon Cooper. He had his music registered. He was on point when he brought that action involving the song No Guidance with Chris Brown and Drake. I know y'all remember that whole thing about them allegedly infringing his song, I Love Your Dress. Whether people agree with the outcome or not, the fact that his work was registered, it gave him a standing and leverage to fight back. The paperwork mattered. So understand that the pros to registering, it gives you the ability to protect yourself. That's the point. Protection matters when the stakes get real. So here's my conclusion. Me personally, I would do both. Register your copyrights. Register with your pro. ASCAP, CSAC, BMI, whichever one you choose. Claim your royalties. Put your singles on DSPs. Collect that stream money. Even if it ain't a lot. Money add up. Collect it. But also, keep your exclusive records. Keep songs you don't want to distribute everywhere. Keep content you can move freely on TikTok, SoundCloud, Blaze It Up Radio. Use the validation system. Build your 100 real supporters who subscribe and validate you monthly. That's 2 streams of money right there. Because validation money and stream money together, come on. The math is mathing, ain't it? Freedom plus protection is still more power. You don't have to pick one extreme. Be strategic. Be protected. Be flexible. And that's really all I got to say about that. You know what I mean? This is the I Feel Good Morning Show.